Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're zeroing in on a piece of tech that promises to keep up with our ever-growing digital lives, the SanDisk Extreme Portable SSD, and specifically the huge 8TB model.
That's a lot of storage.
It really is. We've gone through an in-depth review to, pull out the crucial insights for you.
Okay.
Our goal, to figure out if this SSD actually delivers on its promises: speed, toughness, massive capacity, and really what that means for you in practice.
Right, the practical side.
Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable what SanDisk seems to have packed in here. The review kicks off with the unboxing experience.
So yeah.
Yeah, it describes this sleek matte black device. Apparently feels quite substantial in the hand.
Okay, so it has some heft.
Exactly. And that weight, it isn't just about feeling premium, though it does. It kind of hints at the ruggedness, the durability we'll probably talk about.
Right.
But what's amazing is fitting, 8 terabytes into something so small.
Absolutely. The reviewer mentions it's roughly the size of a matchbox, maybe a bit heavier, but still tiny.
Yeah.
That small size is, it's crucial for portability, isn't it?
Totally.
And you're right, that little bit of weight gives it a quality feel. And that rubberized shell, that's not just for looks or grip.
No, not at all. It's key for shock absorption, if you accidentally drop it.
Which happens.
Exactly. It's those practical details that really count when you're out and about.
And thinking about where you might use this, that IP65 rating starts to sound pretty important.
Oh, definitely. This isn't just like splash-proof light rain stuff.
Yeah.
No, it means it's properly protected against dust getting in, and it can handle actual jets of water. So think about
on-location shoots.
exactly a photographer in a really dusty place, or maybe someone at an outdoor festival when it suddenly starts pouring.
Right. Yeah.
That level of protection means you can actually use it in those places without constantly worrying about your data.
That makes a huge difference. And the carabiner loop, that seemed like a really neat touch in the review.
Yeah, it's integrated, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Designed so it doesn't snag easily,
Yeah.
but it's still strong enough to actually use.
Right. Clipping it onto a camera bag or maybe your belt loop.
Yeah, so it's secure and accessible. It's those little thoughtful things.
It really shows they've thought about how people actually work. And then there's the connections.
That's cool, right.
Yeah, just a single USB-C port. Modern. And SanDisk includes both cables.
Oh, that's good. USB-C to C.
Yep, and also USB-C to the older USB-A type.
Ah, smart. So it works with pretty much anything out of the box.
Exactly. No immediate scramble for adapters. It just works.
Nice. That definitely makes it easier to just plug in and go.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to the really exciting part. The speed.
Performance.
The quoted speeds are up to 1,050 megabytes per second read and 1,000 write. Big numbers. Did the test match up?
Well, according to the review, they got pretty close. They were consistently seeing sustained transfers north of 900 megabytes per second. Yeah, when connected to a laptop with the right port, that's USB-C 3.2 Gen 2.
Okay, so pretty fast in the real world then. Could you give us an example, like transferring files?
Sure. The review mentioned transferring a big folder, 100 gigabytes, mixed files inside.
Okay, decent chunk of data.
Yeah. It took just barely over 2 minutes.
2 minutes for 100 gigs?
Yeah. Think how long that would take on an old spinning hard drive.
Ages. That kind of speed is, it's a game changer, isn't it? Really shows the benefit of NVMe tech inside.
Absolutely.
Can you quickly explain why NVMe makes such a difference compared to, say, older SSDs?
Sure. So older SSDs often use an interface called SATA. Think of it like the road the data travels on, as SATA has limits.
Right.
NVMe, Non-Volatile Memory Express, it's a much wider, faster highway built specifically for modern flash memory, like in SSDs. It cuts out bottlenecks, lowers delay, just much faster overall.
Okay, wider highway, faster traffic, got it. So what does that speed mean for someone, say, editing video? The review mentioned that.
Exactly. If you're using demanding software, maybe DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
These speeds mean you can play back high-res video much more smoothly right off the drive. Renders are faster, you get fewer dropped frames during editing.
So you can actually edit directly from this external drive.
Pretty much, yeah. The performance feels very close to working off a good internal SSD, which, means faster workflows, quicker turnaround.
That's a huge productivity boost. Now, the review did note it can get a bit warm.
Yeah. under heavy, sustained use.
Is that something to worry about? Like, will it slow down or overheat?
Well, the reviewers said it's noticeable, but not, like, excessively hot. And crucially, they didn't see any major performance throttling because of it in their tests.
Okay.
It's just physics, really. Pushing that much data that fast in a small box generates some heat. Maybe give it a brief pause during massive transfers.
Right. So unlikely to be an issue for most people, but maybe something to keep in mind if you're doing hours-long transfers in a hot room.
Kind of, yeah. But generally, it seems to handle the heat well.
Good to know. Okay, so it's fast. What about when you're actually using it out in the field? How did that portability and durability hold up?
Yeah, this is where that IP65 rating really shines. The review describes real-world tests.
Like what?
Taking it to the seaside wind, salt spray, no problem.
Wow.
Getting caught in a sudden rain shower, still worked fine, even using it in a dusty workshop environment.
Seriously.
Yep. In all those cases, the drive just kept working. That kind of resilience gives you real confidence to take it pretty much anywhere.
So the Extreme Portable name isn't just marketing then?
Seems not, no. It holds up.
And the review also mentioned it's lighter than old-school portable hard drives of a similar physical size.
Yeah, saving maybe 80, 100 grams. Doesn't sound like a ton.
But adds up if you're carrying lots of gear.
Exactly. Every little bit helps make your kit less cumbersome.
Makes sense. Okay, let's switch gears a bit. What about software? Any extra features?
Yeah, SanDisk offers a downloadable toolkit. The main things are password protection.
Okay, security.
And proper 256-bit AES hardware encryption.
Hardware encryption. Why is that better than just software?
Because the encryption work is done by a dedicated chip inside the drive itself.
Ah, okay.
It means there's hardly any performance hit. Software encryption can sometimes slow things down, but hardware encryption keeps things fast and secure.
That's a big plus if you're dealing with sensitive files. Is it easy to set up?
Apparently, yes. The review said setting a password was quick, and the unlocking tool is straightforward to use.
Good. And compatibility. Does it work with Mac and Windows straight away?
Yep, comes pre-formatted as XFAT. That works on both.
Yeah.
But the review also confirmed you can easily reformat it if you need to, like, say, for Apple's Time Machine backups.
Ah, okay. Did they test Time Machine?
They did, yeah. Reformatted it to APFS, used it for Time Machine, said backups were smooth, and those initial big snapshots were as fast as using an internal SSD.
Nice. So it's flexible too.
Yep.
Okay, let's bring this back to our listener, the learner, someone focused on, getting knowledge efficiently. How do these features help them?
Well, several ways. If you're into photography or video, even just learning,
Yeah.
you can dump memory cards incredibly fast onto this drive. Freeze up your cards so you can keep shooting without long pauses. Acts like a mobile vault.
Right. Quick offloading. What about gamers?
PC gamers with a fast USB-C port could definitely use this. Store huge game libraries externally.
And play directly from it.
Yeah, with load times pretty close to internal drives. The review added a small caveat, maybe some tiny differences in texture loading compared to the very fastest internal NVMe drives, but generally very playable.
Okay, good to know. Anything else? Other creative work?
Sure, podcasts, music projects, graphic design, any field with large project files.
Right.
You can keep everything accessible on this drive without slowing your main computer down. And that massive 8TB size
Yeah, that's huge.
makes it fantastic for backups, full system images, massive archives, and because it's small and tough, it's easy to take a copy off-site for safety.
That peace of mind is valuable. Okay, let's talk money. The review mentions it's not cheap.
No, it's definitely a premium product. You're paying for that combination.
The speed, the toughness, the huge capacity.
Exactly. All in that small package. The review suggests that for professionals or anyone who genuinely needs all that, the value is there.
Compared to alternatives.
Well, drives with similar speed might cost even more, or they might not have that IP65 ruggedness.
Right.
And getting 8 terabytes in a portable SSD form factor is still quite rare.
So if you need ATB and speed and durability on the go, this is one of the main options.
Pretty much, yeah. Though the review did mention
Right.
that SanDisk also sells smaller capacity versions, like a 4TB model, in the same series.
Ah, okay. So if you don't need the full ATB right away, there's a slightly more budget-friendly route with the same features.
Exactly. But this ATB one is really for those who need maximum portable capacity right now.
Got it. Okay, let's try and boil this all down for you, our listener. What are the absolute key takeaways from this deep dive?
Okay, number one, the speed. That NVMe performance is seriously fast, makes a real difference for large files and demanding tasks.
Right. Blistering speed.
2, the durability. That IP65 rating isn't just talk. It offers real protection against dust and water, peace of mind in tricky environments.
Toughness, check.
3, the capacity. 8 terabytes is massive, especially in something this portable.
Huge storage, tiny package.
4, security. The hardware encryption is a strong feature for protecting sensitive data without slowing you down.
Security, yes.
And maybe 5, the thoughtful extras, including both USB cables, that useful carabiner loop. Small things, but they add up to a good user experience.
Cables and carabiner. Okay, great summary.
Yeah.
So wrapping up, our deep dive suggests the SanDisk Extreme Portable SSD 8TB really does seem like a powerful, reliable choice if you have those big storage needs and you value speed and durability when you're on the move.
It seems to tick a lot of boxes for demanding users.
Definitely. Now, here's a final thought for you to chew on. We all know digital files are getting bigger, right? High-res media, massive games, complex projects.
Constantly growing.
So how might a device like this, with this much fast, portable, durable storage, fundamentally change not just how you store your stuff, but how you actually work and manage your digital life in the next few years?
That's a great question. It enables workflows that just weren't practical before.
Exactly. Something to think about. And as always, let us know what other tech or data challenges you'd like us to dive into next time.